Ready?
Our video is about us.
And we are youth community organizers from Sociedad Latina.
We are organizing a campaign about cultural proficiency in Boston Public Schools.
Cultural proficiency is a way of being that enables students as well as teachers and administrators and staff to support the diverse students of our school more effectively. An example of a cultural proficiency classroom is one with curriculum that reflects the diversity of its students, cultures and teachers that invest in learning about it, and supporting and sharing that diversity.
In the fall, we distributed surveys to over 200 BPS students to find out what their experiences are like in school. The open-ended questions of the survey provided a window into the rich set of experience of students. Not all of them were positive. We feel that these stories have to be told. We must develop the student voice and explore what is really going on from a youth perspective.
Our video is about us, Boston Public School students, and how our culture is or is not represented, respected, and celebrated in our schools.
We are bringing this to the Boston School Committee, elected officials, and community members to make education reforms in our school.
Have you or someone you know ever experienced discrimination in school because of their race or ethnicity?
I consider myself really good at sports, and he actually made fun of me because I'm Asian, and I think he thinks that Asians are not good at sports, especially girls, but actually I can run faster than him, so maybe he's jealous. I don't know.
Previously it was like this girl, she's from Revere, she's white, she's Caucasian. And when she came, like she was real friendly. She'd say hi to everybody, and they would be like, "Who's this white girl?" Like that, and they would treat her. They would call her White Cat, and they would tell her to go to Revere Beach, and that she needed to stay over there. She starts crying, and she would go to the office, like the disciplinary people, and tell them, and they like wave her off and say that she's always complaining.
Well, I was bullied from kindergarten through almost 3rd grade because I was the only white kid.
Yeah, well, there was this Haitian girl in my school that we both know. She has been experienced bullying, but it's behind her back, but everybody else knows about it, so it makes it that much worse.
In my school, there's a lot of Cape Verdeans, and I noticed they get treated better than any other student in the school.
Oh, some people are saying because I'm Dominican. Like this, oh, you don't have a green card.
A green card?
Yeah.
I think in my school, teachers, it's not being racist. It's just like, I think they respect students by the amount of education they have. Because I'll walk down the hall and I'll get stopped, asked if I got a pass or something. And then there's a kid in my school, this white kid. This man is a genius. He's just like a genius. He's a genius. And if he's walking down the hallway, nobody won't even stop to ask him where he's going or nothing. They'll just, hey, how you doing? And just let the kid walk. While if I'm walking with him, they'll ask me, where's my pass?
So you think it's because of the amount of education he has, not because of the race, or you think it's both?
It could be both.
It could be.
And even though when we think about race, we usually think, whites and then everybody else. And it was basically blacks, Spanish, basically going at each other. So it's really, when we think about race, it's just not whites and just everybody else. It's actually, there's a lot of racial problems against blacks and Spanish people and Asians and whites, and it's crazy everywhere.
Sometimes if I work hard and get good grades, and people would just say, "Oh, you're just Asian, you're smart naturally." It's like, what? I work hard just like you guys. So I think it's kind of not fair.
My freshman year of my school, I was actually looked at as somewhat of a dangerous criminal. So, it was, with time, teachers started interacting with me, and then they felt that, they felt kind of secure. They said, I thought you was a criminal, I thought you wasn't interested in school, but, now that I'm talking to you, you seem like one of the most amazing people I've met thus far. So, I think it's about, interacting with people, because people often use racial profiling as a stereotype.
Have you ever been made fun of
or uncomfortable in school because of the language you speak?
People who go around like, oh, ching chong, la 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 la.
And the thing is, like, Chinese people don't even speak like that.
Really. But you know, it's not that.
Like, how do you guys feel about it?
I mean, like, it's kind of annoying, but like, you just have to deal with it. I mean, they're just ignorant.
But a lot of people in my class, they be talking Spanish, and you be like, shut up, don't talk Spanish. So yeah,
No, I'm still serious. They have me under the MIFA test as a beginner that I don't know how to speak English. They still giving it to me.
What? There's something wrong with you.
There ain't nothing wrong with me. There's something wrong with them.
They gave it to you this year?
Yeah, they gave it to me this year. I told them I'm not taking that.
What did they tell you? What did they say when you said you weren't gonna take it?
Nothing. What are they gonna say? Take it? No. I know English.
Even one time, I was like the other Somali kid in my class. She's so rude. I swear to God. We was doing a presentation, and I was with the other Somali kid in my class. And then he was talking. Yeah, he had an accent. But she was just like, "Excuse me, what did you say?" And then everyone in the class laughed. I was like, "Oh." And he was just like, and she was like, "How long have you been in America?" He's like, 3 years. And she was like, "Excuse me?" He was like, 3 years. And then it just kind of got out of hand.
Well, I know at my school they have a lot of teachers that have really like strong accents, and since I go to like upper time, mostly like white school, like they make fun of that all the time in the class in front of the teacher.
Oh, my teacher, he's from Haiti, and a lot of people make fun of his accent.
When I'm in class, I don't really talk English. I don't really talk English that much. But and he thinks that whenever I'm speaking like that, he thinks I'm talking about him or I'm cursing at him.
Yeah, when we speak our own language, they don't let us. They be like, you can't speak Spanish, you have to speak English. Like, it's been kind of mad because like they hear like other people speaking their own language and then they don't say nothing to them. So, like.
To be honest, it was unique. It's actually pretty cool to have your own language. You see people, Cape Verdean, Creole, Haitians, Spanish people, even Spanish in general. There's Puerto Ricans, Dominicans all talk different. You hear everybody talking different languages, so it's like it's not a problem.
Do you feel like you're learning about diverse cultures in school?
No, because it's not in our curriculum.
No? Would you like it to be in your curriculum?
Yes.
Yeah.
It'll be very interesting.
Because we get to learn about other people and stuff.
It's not the same one like every year.
You guys feel like you're learning the same thing every year?
Every year, yeah.
In my school, they don't have those type of opportunities to learn about other cultures.
I'd rather learn things that like I'm not entirely familiar with than things I'm just used to at home, you know.
America is built on completely different cultures and ethnicities, and it's what makes our country our country. Through Boston Public Schools, it's not displaying that enough. We get to read about Black history and William Shakespeare, but we don't get to read about Puerto Rican history, Dominican history, Cape Verdean history, Haitian history. We learn nothing about it until college, when we get to choose what we get to take.
I would like to learn more about other types of history. Like, I feel like I know everything that goes on in Europe, but I don't live there.
Earlier this school year, we were supposed to learn about Africa and stuff, and imperialism, but in the history book, they only had like 7 pages on Africa, literally. So my teacher had to go out of her way, go on the internet, do some research, and show us things about Africa.
I don't learn anything about other cultures. The only culture I've learned about in my school is French. That's because that's the only language I took. I love French. French is popping.
What are you going to take?
Spanish.
Do you want to take Spanish?
No.
Well, what do you want to take?
I would like to take another course such as something that will help me if I choose a business career, which is probably like Chinese.
Do they offer Chinese at your school?
No.
What languages do they offer in your school?
They only offer Spanish and native Spanish.
I would like to learn some history on the Asian culture in the back because I want to know more about my culture.
I only feel like I'm learning African American history, no other kind of history, so no. I would like to learn about different kind of ethnicities like Mexican people and people in Spain.
To me, personally, Black History Month is overshadowed by President's Day. Black History Month is overshadowed And then the month's so short. And then in school they don't even, and in school they don't even remind you. It's like you don't even learn nothing about Black history. Like they can't say you stay in your curriculum. Oh, we gotta learn this. We're learning about.
And if you do, it's about Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Like she said, it's always about MLK, and it's just like we know everything about MLK.
Oh no, it's called Black History. They don't even dance or nothing. They don't do African dance. They talk about MLK with a big screen. They didn't talk about school. So it's like even that bored trying to skip out of the auditorium because
like reading like Richard Wright and Maya Angelou. Like that's all that we read.
Yeah, we learn about like Jewish people and Black people, and then like it's like
every other culture is
no
swept
other
underneath the dust. Like there's no Hispanic books being read. There's no thing on Irish culture, Italian culture.
In high school, to be honest, all you learn is everybody knows Martin Luther King. That's it, to be honest. And Rosa Parks. Yeah. And people don't even know the true meaning of Christopher Columbus. They just know the broad aspect of it.
We're only learning about like the slavery and stuff. We like to learn something about this once in a while.
I think we don't learn about it because they're trying to prepare us for the MCAS, and I don't think that that's going to be on the MCAS.
But they need to do something different. Like every time it's always Black people. Like they're not the only people who suffer. I believe my gym. All around the world is suffering. Like.
Oh, in my school, like for Black History Month, we did like this guy came around and he was like, oh, if anyone wants to make a video and like, what does he say? Like just put history, like all types of history that you know about. You just rap about it. And you can like win a prize and you can like meet Russell Simmons and all this that stuff.
Actually, my history class last week, I was told to stand up and just give a whole class about my country, its history, and everything like that. So I was actually teaching about my culture.
How did that make you feel?
I was kind of scared, but like I was proud to tell them about my culture.
I already know what my culture is. I already know about it.
But would it make you feel better, like if people understood like, your culture?
It would. Like if they knew, they would be less ignorant and not make the same comments if they knew. In Spanish, I'm learning all about the Spanish culture, their food, and their language.
Like they have an Asian night show, and they used to have a Caribbean club show, and they had a Haiti benefit show. They had an MLK Day show, but it's not like an assembly where everyone has to go. They usually like after school.
Well, on Hispanic Heritage Month, we have a Spanish group that like organizes the entire thing. It's called Palante, I'm sorry. And they dance, they show our history, some facts, and then on Black Heritage Month, I think it's called, Black History Month, we have an entire assembly about, this year we talked about what inventions that Black people helped create that betters us today and everything. And we also got a poem that helped us like understand their struggles. And for the Hispanic assembly, we had somebody sing the Dominican anthem.
So to find a teacher who will like make a club for whatever they want. Like we have a Hispanic club. We have like Muslim clubs and all these different cultures, and people just get straight in line. People just take their time, ask the teacher, and that's how you get it normal.
It could be normal only because of history. Like, you know, people, when people immigrated to the United States, they belonged to the ethnic conclaves. So, you know, whether it was the Chinese with the Chinese or the Spanish with the Spanish. You know, I think it could be normal, but, you know, in America, as you know, it's based off diversity. And I think that if we interacted with each other more, you know, it wouldn't be as much problems.
When people get too serious about the grades, they forgot to explore themselves in high school. And I think exploring who you are and what your interests are more important than just getting the grades.
Your ideal school.
A culturally diverse school where not just like the students are diverse, but the teachers also. Yeah. That helps. Like if you have a teacher that looks like you or talks your language or something, then you can almost identify with them more. My school right now is very diverse. I have Asians, Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, mixes, and I like that. But what I also realize is like the teachers themselves, they aren't themselves culturally diverse, and with that, I feel that their thinking isn't either. Like there's just one mindset, and it's not necessarily understanding of all of the cultures and races that we have there.
My ideal school is a diverse community with like everybody taking also equal classes and everyone eating good lunch.
Yes.
I would want a fully diverse environment. All the stuff that my coworkers said, but in terms of teaching, I would like teachers to teach about current events, things that are actually going on. We know about history to an extent, but when we actually get out there and we're actually thrown in the world, we don't actually know what's going on with current events. Like
I think culture diverge too, and we learn more about stuff like different races. That's what like I don't really know about Spanish races. I know there's Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, and basically, yeah.
It would be mandatory for all students to take a class involving world history, not just England and the founding of America, but like how Puerto Rico was founded, like the actual, like all the revolts and everything. I want to learn. I wish that my schools had given me the option to take classes where I could learn where other people were from and how their countries were founded and how they came here.
What makes a good teacher? When a teacher can relate to you, like if you're going through something, like if you can't do homework because you gotta like help your family out, you got little sisters and stuff like that. You can tell them and they can tell you like give you a deadline for it.
He shows you like the why behind stuff, how it connects to real life, and he goes through everything step by step, and I think that's a good way of teaching students.
I think my math teacher is a good teacher because the first time she teach us is in a wrong way and we cannot get her point, and after she changed the way that she teach, so we understand more.
Someone's willing to stay after school, someone like gets everyone's attention in class, someone like actually is really informed of what they're teaching, and
not only knows how to teach, but like came up when you came up. Like I know there's a couple of my teachers in my school. They're actually Hispanic and they understand. They understand what we go through when we leave school and how sometimes you have to protect yourself and all the other the gains and the violence and stuff. And there's also some white people or white teachers in my school that understand where we come from too. So it's like if a teacher understands how you're living and like your lifestyle, I think you and that teacher will get along much more better because they understand all you really trying to do is just make it.
Ones that never give up on them, something like that. A good teacher is someone that listens to you and also can tell you when you're wrong and when you're right.
Active.
Yeah. You have a bad teacher, that's why people want to drop out. They don't feel like they're learning anything, they don't feel like they have any support in school. So if a teacher makes you want to go to school and you love that class, why not? You're going to keep going.
What can you do to like help your culture be celebrated in school? Not electives, but maybe like actual classes. Like you have to take a math. You should have to take a ethnicity class or something, and it should just be offered because then everyone had the chance to learn about it then, and it would open people's minds, because when you don't learn about something, you stick to what you know, and you don't bother to explore.
Like, there's no showcase of how everybody came to America, like, where their backgrounds are. Like, there should be something like that in school, where the school can display to, even the school boards, like, our students are from these countries. Like, this is what we are. Like, we are a community with all these different backgrounds. We want to display that through our learning and give us a class that does that.
Like, we as teens show that we have power. So I feel like they could show history for what things we do, not just
all the time about back in the day when we was even alive.
I would like to learn about mainly like my ancestors, my background, because I really don't get a lot of that in my school. Like I said earlier, in my classroom we was learning about imperialism, and basically Africa was taken over by different European countries, so it's like in the history book there was really no information about Africa, and they basically said they were savages.
We've had like a cultural event week or something like that, to like help teach people about races and cultures.
What do you love about your culture?
I don't know. I think everyone has something they love about their culture. I can't really explain it. Like every time I hear like bagpipes or like hear like Irish music, I just like have this feeling in my heart. I'm gonna start crying. I just have like, I think every culture like identifies with that. Like
I'm Turkish. That's what I learned. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm Turkish. Like, and it's what I love is the culture and our dresses and how I speak. Like, and I love, especially in Afghanistan, I know 2 languages, like besides English. So it's really like, oh, you know 3 languages? I'm like, yeah, it's really, really cool. And I love how we talk.
I like the food, the clothes, like, and how everyone, like, no one, like, everyone's close, basically. My mom knows his mom, his mom knows his mom, his mom knows her dad, like that.
So.
Like, you could be going down the street or you can be talking to a local Hispanic person and they'll be like, mi amor, como tu estás? Like, my love, how are you doing? Like you, I remember when you were a little girl, like, I don't know, like, I feel like everybody in your culture clicks. Like, it's like a big family, I guess. And then the food is so delicious. Like, you can never change something about the culture's food or anything about it. Like, you could try to take that away from a person, but it'll never go away because it's in your blood.
Is this the end? Or just the beginning? Or is it another day of nothingness?
So,
what if we change? What if we don't change? This is our town. Where did it go? We can't see it anymore through broken bottles. Need some sort of outlet for our anger. I wanna see kids playing ball, not tossing quarters at a wall. Dropping out aimlessly at 12 years old. What if this, what if that, what if it means nothing? I don't know, but I know I'ma make it something. It's our life, it's our time to make it better.
Circles are a way to bring people together. You know, you can see everybody, everybody's clothed in. In my school, in my class, if we had more discussions in circles, our class would be closer.
Crazy stuff's going on in Boston. Sick of the way I live, got me sneezing and coughing. And all the things we grew up with end up stopping. Now it seems like moving out is my only option.
But you still got a choice, expand your voice. And if you don't think they hear you, then make a lot of noise. But don't be quiet, nah, don't be shut. Just make sure they feel you like a pin in the butt.
Now I hear what you're saying, but I'm sick and tired of waiting for those who complain. And understand, and I'ma get it rockin', and I'ma get it rockin'. Every kid like this. What if that, what if it means nothing? I don't know, but I know I'ma make it something. It's all right, it's our time to make it better.
We were just at Chinatown, Boston Chinatown Community Center. It was awesome. We had fun. It was awesome. I had cookies.
Is this the end? Or just the beginning? Or is it our time to make a stand?
This This is our world, we come to take it back. And this is our train, stay on your side of the track. We face any challenge that's coming our way. Youth ambassadors let you know that we here to stay.
What if this, what if that, what if it means nothing? I don't know, but I know I'ma make it something. It's our life, it's our time to make it better. We can make it better. Maybe me, maybe you, we can get together. We can change the whole world, we can do whatever. It's our life, it's our time to make it better. 'Cause we did. What if this, what if that, what if it means nothing? I don't know, but I know I'ma make it something. It's our life, it's our time to make it better.